What's up, everybody? Richard from TrueShot here, and today I wanted to check out the it came out earlier in 2020, but the EP from the band Left to Suffer and their album, or EP, it's 8 tracks, so probably an EP, A Year of Suffering. Now, it appears that a lot of these songs are remastered, so maybe they were released at a former time. I'm not really sure. So really, my only familiarity with this band is one song, and that is Loathe, which is on the TrueShot, the Core 50 playlist. I enjoy that song a lot. I really wanted to check these guys out. I've kind of been trying to balance between trying to get them on the YouTube channel for a reaction for both Adam and I. It just hasn't happened yet, but I really wanted to check this out. It's 8 tracks. It's 27 minutes long. I mean, so hey, listen, I know this is going to be put on YouTube, so I just want to quickly explain that this format that you see here, where I grade each song, I do this over on Patreon as well, patreon.com/TrueShotOfficial, where I do album reactions all the time. There's also a tier that if you want an album reaction, you can also check that out as well. That if you're like, hey, Richard, I really want you to check this album out, here you go. There's a tier for that as well. So I like to throw these up on YouTube to kind of show you guys kind of what we're all about. But anyways, let's dive into Left to Suffer. I know that they're a heavy band. I know that the frontman Taylor just has, you know, some brutal vocals, and you know, as a vocalist myself, he does some things that I would only dream of being able to do. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. This is Blissful Death featuring David Simonich, he's from Signs of the Swarm. So here we go. Going into battle. What the? Oh my God! I wish you died. Is that David right there? It's tough to tell. I think that might be. Pick it back up a little bit. Yeah. Jesus. Okay, dude. Alright, so that was Blissful Death, the first track off of A Year of Suffering by Left to Suffer. I mean, Oh man, that was heavy as hell, man. Like I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with Signs of the Swarm. Like I know a little bit, but it's tough to differentiate between the two of them because they're both very good. I know I like I said, I'm not familiar with Signs of the Swarm really, but I've heard David's vocals in passing. But man, like that first breakdown, I don't even know where it was. It was pretty early on in the song. It was just like, what? Like it was like Equilibrium throwing off style of breakdown. What I really liked a lot about this song too is that it had like the slammy kind of elements, but I'll be honest, like with certain bands, when it gets like very like dun dun dun, like I like that in doses, but some bands tend to make that like 3 minutes long. But this one here had that, but then when I was like, oh, they're gonna pick it back up a little bit, and then they did, I was like, yes, there we go. I love that song, man. I thought that was heavy as hell. I enjoyed that a lot. Man, I think if I had to give that a grade, which I mean I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm grading these songs. I give that a solid 8.5. I mean, damn, that was real good. So here we go. Let's go check out Just For Now. 2.5 minutes, baby. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Forever doesn't satisfy. It's just for now. With you, I'm always right.
Ooh.
Put down for how I feel. There's nothing worse than to think that you're not good enough. I may be shit, but I am not afraid to say I'm scared. With every conscious decision I have in store of me, I will not look back if you forget this. You're pathetic, a narcissist, you're a lying fuck. I wish you nothing but the worst, you fucking selfish cunt.
Jesus. Yeah. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell you why. Okay. Listen, I thought the song was great, very groovy, heavy, but what I really loved, and I know it's a minor thing, right? But to me, it makes the difference. So they did get slammy there at the end, but it could have been very easy for them to just be slammy, you know, and end the track. But they brought it back up again, even though it was like, you know, less than 10 seconds. I just think that dynamic there is awesome. And you saw it in my reaction. I started clapping because I was like, thank you, because it's easy. You know, at that point, you're just like, all right, let's just slam our way on out of here. But they didn't. And I thought that really was very tasteful. And something tells me that just by listening to these first two tracks, that these guys probably feel the same way of like, all right, like, let's give them a little bit of the slam, but let's not make it the backbone of our music, which I think is sick. I put that right on par with Blissful Death. I give that an 8.5 as well. I enjoyed that a lot. All right, Loathe. I mean, okay, here I love this song, but let's just, for the sake of the video, let's go check it out. This is Loathe, featuring Jacob Wallace of Bro Job and Cold Harbor. He's also in another band called Cold Harbor. Okay, dude. All right, hold on. Let me make sure I don't have anything here that's gonna break. I've heard this song, full disclosure, like I said at the top, I've heard this song. Square Up Studios, Eric DiCarlo, my dude, has shot the last 3 TrueShot videos.
The population is bleeding me dry. Swallow my pride as I watch the moonlight seep into my pores. I only fear the end. What happens over and over again? Separation that fucks with my head. Bullshit, I am constantly dead. Linophobia, I wish I was dead. Fuck.
I love that. Oh, I missed. It's this one. There we go. Three, two, two-step.
I'm so afraid. The spiraling energy stuck in my brain. Drifting. When I persona threatening to tear me apart. Feels like I've been sleeping. Locked away from the world unknown. Feels like the glass is breaking. Set free as you lose control. Drowning on the dirty of your fortune. The population is bleeding me dry. Swallow my brain as I watch the moonlight seep into my pores. I only fear the end. What happens over and over again? Separation that fucks with my head. Bullshit, I am constantly fed. Linophobia, I wish I was dead. I can never escape. It's in my hands. None of its crimes can break this silence.
We're not done yet, boys.
I can sense myself.
God damn. So there was Loathe featuring Jacob Wallace of Bro Job and also Cold Harbor, like I said. I mean, what do you even say? I mean, like, for those of you that have watched the channel, have watched, reactions that we've done or just have listened to me in any way, shape, or form, you know that style right there is right up my alley. It has the laser beam breaks and just everything is just so sick. I love Taylor's arf. Like I love that. Just like it's like an arf, but it's not. And I love that. And what I do like too is that I didn't know initially just listening to this song where Jacob came in, but now I know. And also what is really cool about listening to this song that's not on a music video is that like you could just be in the car, right? You know, like imagine this, right? You have a guy who's just like, oh, a new Left to Suffer song came out. Let me go listen to it. They put on Loathe for the first time, and then when it's, it's very empty sound-wise. Like, oh, wow, that was a quick song. Then all of a sudden it just comes in with Jacob's fucking just... It's an excellent song. To me, it's a 10. I mean, I don't give 10s too often. I know that people on here haven't seen a lot. A lot of you haven't seen the album reactions that I do, but 10s are very hard to come by. And that song is just excellent. I mean, there's really just no other way to cut it. I love that song. I got to get Adam to listen to that. I think that he would just be enthralled. But anyways, let's check out Wasted.
You're so toxic, you're so full of life. But sadly it's a pound and a future on me. What's down? What's the pleasures that make you feel? I'm drinking mine, but the pain is so surreal. Watching someone you love start to wither away. Choking down the sorrow only further the decay. But you'll face some security. You won't change even when you know you're hurting me. I've been trying for so long just to make a breakthrough. Anyone can say what's wrong, but I'm still trying to fix you. Is this what you wanted? This fucking sickness is getting the best of me. Every night I'm haunted, knowing that I may have missed my chance to save you from this emptiness, or at least what's left of you. Take the blame for everything that's
I like that backing guitar.
fucking wasted. What makes a difference?
It's an element I haven't heard yet from The Suffer.
I've been rushing you
Alright.
so far. You brush it off like it's no big deal. Acting like you're dead with all this pain. I just
Ooh.
open a cut ties and walk away. Plus I'll count on my feelings. I'm just another fucking part inside your game. I'm trying to let go of your mistakes. But that's so hard when you're burning at the stake. I'm not coming from my own fucking benefit. I'm trying to show the other lives that you can live. You began painting pictures and keep us away. Another lie, you're feeling afraid. Any day you will fade into your disdain. Do you even listen to what I have to say? Do you turn away?
I like this part a lot. What the Okay, that was Wasted. Listen, man, so I like this song more than Blissful Death and Just For Now, and I'll tell you why. You could really, I like that chorus, you could really, it was still just, I mean, just insanely heavy, but just like that little, like the it was melodic, but maintained just like that heavy edge to it. And also, I think what really sets Left to Suffer apart, you know, for these tracks that I've heard from other bands who try to do like that, you know, I don't know what you want to call it, right? Like that Alpha Wolf, Sworn In, like that kind of like heavy side to metalcore style is the drummer, man. I mean, he does a lot of really cool stuff. It's not just like basic beats or anything like that. He does a ton of really interesting stuff. And these guys can incorporate those little melodic feels, which really give the song a little bit more of a structure rather than just balls to the wall heavy, which I do love. You know what I mean? I love a mirror, but I just think that that's a really cool thing. And then at the end there, you have like I didn't know what it was at first. It was like, and then it just came back in, and I was just like, oh my God. So I give that song, man, I probably give that a 9.5. I just thought that the element of like the little melodic, it wasn't anything crazy, but like that backing guitar really added to that chorus, and then just the end breakdown there was just, I mean, I love that, man. Let's go check out the next track. It's No Hope. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Surprise blast. Okay, we got a little sworn in-y kind of feel here. Ooh, what a chain, what a... Alright. God damn. Okay, so that was No Hope by Left to Suffer. I mean, I don't know, man. It's so cool with this band, man. They always they find new ways in these. So again, I'm not like a Left to Suffer aficionado or anything like that. I mean, this is the 5th song I've heard by them, but they find, even if they're minor ways, to just really differentiate them from, you know, that kind of just heavy, aggressive metalcore style. And just like that, dun, 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 I don't know, it's just like a cool, just like groovy kind of thing. Man, like, I know that I usually try to find, not try to find some things wrong with songs, right? But it's not often that, like, I'm really just like digging like everything that's going on. But again, this is another one that I really dig. I think I give it. I think I put it right on par with Blissful Death and Just For Now, so I'll give it an 8.5. Just some really cool little, like that Sworn In kind of like, ambient talking-ish kind of thing. That was cool. Just a cool song, man. I mean, there's really nothing bad to say about it. But hey, they still got 3 tracks left. Hopefully they don't let me down, but I think they're going to be okay. But here we go. Let's check out Lost at Last. Here we go. Is that just like a seamless little triplet there?
My grave's been dug, but I have one request. Before you talk down on my name, learn some fucking respect. Learn some fucking respect. What? Mistaken, like forgotten. I only bound 'cause I needed space. Now you're tortured, everybody. Let's treating me insane. 5 years, that'll never get back. You pretend that you remember, you'll know me like
I like that. It's like kind of going in a circle.
That'll never get you rich. I know you wish that you could write like this. Do it.
Whoa! Girl? All right, that was Lost at Last by Left to Suffer. I don't know, man. I it's just heavy, man. I just this is my style. For those of you that know me, I love I know that Jeff I think he co-manages the band with Tuck from Fit for a King. It's not the black card, it's the death card. I get it right this time. I love that style. I love that version of Sworn In. I love Alpha Wolf. I love just like these heavy. I just love it. I mean, Amira's at the top of the mantle for me, and these guys. I think the only critique that I'd have is, I think I would like to hear some songs that don't go to like that slammy element, because I think they might have all done that to this point, if I remember correctly. And I just know that these guys there's a lot of really cool dynamics here. Like, I believe in this song, I believe there was like those little triplets just sprinkled throughout. That's what it sounded like to me anyway. And I think I want to hear some stuff without that. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but I just think, we're 6 songs in now. I think they've done it on every song. I know that these guys can do. I'd like to hear some just go, like, I like, because I kind of got into this stuff, listening to, like, the thrashier metalcore, like As I Lay Dying and stuff like that, so I like that stuff. I know these guys could do it. These guys are extremely talented from what I'm hearing. So I would like to hear that, maybe, a little bit less of the slammy stuff, but I like how they do it, though, when they do it, right? It's short and tasteful. It's not... we've reacted to some songs that are 6 minutes long, and 4 minutes of it is dun, 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 and it's like, okay, like every band on Slam Worldwide sounds like that. But, let's move on here. I gotta give it a grade first, don't I? I think I'm gonna go 8.75 on that one. I think I like that one a touch more than the others. Let's go to the next track though, and that's Eyeless. I wonder. It'd be funny if this was a Slipknot cover, because that's the only song that I know named Eyeless. So that'd be funny if this was a Slipknot cover. Let's check it out. Here we go. What the? It fucking is, man. Oh, man. That's sick. Let's see how they do.
Son, cause he's a phantom, a mystery, and that leaves me nothing. How many times have you wanted to die? Live your life for me. All you have to do is get rid of me. You can't see California without Mother Buenos Aires. You can't see California without Mother Buenos Aires. You can't see California without Mother Buenos Aires. I'm calling your head. It's calling my head. It's calling your head. Yeah. So long, everywhere I go, there's a sense of it. Forget my antics and give me a choice. Doesn't matter if I give a sketch stress that you gave me. You can't see California without Mother Buenos Aires. You can't see California without Mother Buenos Aires. You can't see California without Mother Buenos Aires. I'm calling your head. It's calling my head. It's calling your head. Yeah.
Ooh. All right, so that was a cover of "Eyeless" by Slipknot, and I think that that's a cool song to cover, only because I think that you know, obviously, you know, I'm 27. These guys, looking at their portraits here, they look roughly around the same age. That's kind of the song or the album that kind of got us all into this style of music. So I think that that's really cool, paying homage to them. I'll be honest, though, I thought it was a cool cover, but I appreciate their original material more. Obviously, this is just a fun thing to do. What I did appreciate a lot, though, about this cover is that Taylor, the vocalist, obviously we heard it in this song very little, but we did hear it, that he can go super low. But what he did is, I think he knew, or the band knew, that you got to keep the diction and in the song. You got to make sure you can hear it, like, you know, similar to the original version where Corey Taylor, while he's screaming / yelling, you can still make out what he's saying, and I think Taylor did a nice job with that. I enjoy all their other material, though, the original material more. I'll give it an 8.25, just because like I said, I enjoy the original material more, but what I do appreciate about this cover is that they didn't make it like, they kept it in the same flavor. They didn't make it a super slammy song, and Taylor vocally made sure to keep it similar to, you know, being able to understand what he's saying, instead of just going super guttural low the whole time, because when you do that, I think it takes away, especially from this song, because it's just a cool, energetic song. I think if you just went, it just doesn't mesh. So I enjoyed that. But let's check out their final track here, "Burden," which features CJ McCreery, formerly of Lorna Shore. Here we go. Okay. Got a helix there on the ground. Looks like helixes. What are they in a freaking war bunker here? Okay.
Of the weakened race. You motherfucker!
Huh. Okay, that was Left to Suffer, the final track off of A Year of Suffering, Burden, featuring CJ McCreary. I'll start by saying this. Heavy song. I enjoyed it, but it didn't have the same dynamics that the other original songs had. I mean, this was heavy, but that's all. It was heavy. I mean, that's just really the vibe, the only vibe that I really got from it. There wasn't a lot of like those interesting dynamics that they had in the other stuff. Very slammy. That stuff just kind of wears on me a little bit after a while, to be totally honest. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I think in the context of where I'm listening to this song, like, I've heard what they've been able to do for, not including Eyeless, for 6 other tracks, and I just prefer that stuff more. I think that there's just, like I said, way more dynamics, just some really cool, like, little interesting sections that they're able to implement. And that song there was just, I think live would obviously perform really well, a very fun mosh song. But it lacked the dynamics that I heard in the other stuff that, really, to me, separated Left to Suffer from those other heavy, aggressive metalcore bands that I love. So to me, I mean, I hate to say it. I think I give this track here, I think I'm going to go 7.5. I mean, I liked it, but I just think that, I think if this song was at the beginning of the album and I wasn't really familiar with it, I'd think, oh, this is a cool song. But just after hearing what I know they can do, I hope they stick with the other styles, more like Loathe. It's just more up-tempo. There's different sections. There's just really cool dynamic elements that they're able to implement, whether it's just like, like those really like melodic kind of backing chords, or like the little triplets that they sprinkle, or just different things that are really, really cool that I felt that Burden kind of lacked, honestly. So, I mean, overall, though, this was sick. I mean, I really enjoyed this. That was the grade before for a different album reaction, so there you go. But let's check out how the boys did here. Let's see. We got 8.5 plus 8.5, 10, 9.5, 8.5, 8.75, 8.25, and 7.5. 69, nice, and a half. We'll divide that by 80. 86 point. I mean, they still did a phenomenal job. I mean, I think that is one of the higher grades that have been given. So, I mean, they did a nice job. I just, like I said, I think Burden, was surprisingly the weakest of the bunch for me personally. Again, man, I'll say this about Left to Suffer. I think that these guys not only do the heavy stuff very, very, very well, but they have a lot of very talented musicians, and that's very prevalent in just a lot of the different dynamics that they're able to implement, and also Taylor's vocal and his just ability to really lead the song in parts, or just overall his range is just awesome. And they add in so many really cool elements that I think will really make Left to Suffer one of the better heavy metalcore bands moving forward. So there you guys have it. There's my full reaction and review to Left to Suffer's EP, 8 tracks, 8-track EP, A Year of Suffering. Hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think. So let's just go through here real quick my top 3 songs. Starting out at number 1, we have Loathe. Number 2, we have Wasted. And number 3, Lost at Last, with my least favorite being Burden. There you guys have it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and stay safe out there, okay? Bye-bye.